Johnny Depp is one of the greatest Hollywood actors to ever grace the screen. He has been in some truly memorable films, but he's also been in some which questions the thinking of, why would you do that? Mordecai, I'm looking at you. But before we jump into our 13 facts today, I would like to thank today's video sponsor, Dice Dreams. Dice Dreams is a free mobile game available on both Android and iOS devices. There is a host of features that is included in the game, but my personal favourites are Roll a Dice and PvP. Roll a Dice lets you take a number of chances to get coins, level ups, and other in-game advantages by simply rolling the dice. With the coins you receive from the rolling, you can build your own kingdom, upgrade it, and you can even thwart any incoming attacks from rival players. PvP though is the MVP of this game for me. You can go on the attack, take out other kingdoms, you can steal their coins and destroy their own kingdoms. Even get revenge on the other players who have done this to you. Any new player who grabs this game via the link below will get 200 free rolls and 1 million coins on the third day of playing, all for free. Imagine all the kingdoms you can destroy then. So if you fancy destroying a few kingdoms while waiting for the bus, train, or even if you're waiting for your coffee to brew, come and have a game and you'll find out how much fun you've been missing out on. 13 facts you may or may not have known about Johnny Depp. Number 13. Nicolas Cage is the reason Johnny Depp started acting. Since the age of 12 and with a gift of a guitar from his mother, Depp began playing in a number of garage bands. This led to him dropping out of school at the age of 15 to pursue a music career and become a rock star. He played with a couple of bands, but he ended up playing with The Kids, who did have local success. They even opened for punk rock legend Iggy Pop. This is when he met and married his first wife, actress Lori Ann Allison. It was Lori's friendship with Nicolas Cage that Johnny Depp and him were able to meet on a visit to Los Angeles. It was on this trip that Cage advised Depp that he should consider pursuing an acting career. If it wasn't for Nicolas Cage, we may never have gotten the iconic roles that Depp has played over the last 4 decades. Number 12. Depp was the Wachowskis' first choice to play Neo. The Matrix is one of the greatest action movies ever committed to film, and if the Wachowskis got their way, we may very well have had a different type of character for Neo. Depp was the first choice for the directing duo, passing names such as Will Smith, who was also considered and was the biggest movie star in the world in the mid to late 90s. Brad Pitt, Val Kilmer, even Sandra Bullock was a choice after so many big names passed on it. If Depp did accept the role, the franchise would be of a different nature altogether. I wonder what his vision of Neo would have been like in the end. Number 11. Depp has only made sequels for Disney. Long before Captain Jack Sparrow came calling, Depp never made sequels to any of his movies, as he disliked this idea. This decision came to him after the runaway success of Edward Scissorhands, his first collaboration with director Tim Burton. He made a decision to never repeat the same character, but to always challenge himself with new and different roles to play, which through the 90s he did have some great roles in Donnie Brasco, Nick of Time, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Ed Wood, and Sleepy Hollow. 10. He has never won the Oscar. Before Leonardo DiCaprio won his Best Actor Oscar for The Revenant, the public and press always asked, when will he win the Best Actor Oscar? This has also been said about Depp. Depp has been nominated 3 times for the prestigious Gong, but sadly has failed each time he has been nominated. The actors who went on to win the award when he was nominated, they are Daniel Day-Lewis, Forest Whitaker, and Sean Penn, a who's who of the acting legends. However, despite being nominated 3 times, Depp has this to say on the award. I don't want to win one of those things ever, you know? I don't want to talk. The idea of winning means that you're in a competition with someone, and I'm not in a competition with anybody. They gave me one of those things like nominations 2 or 3 times. A nomination is plenty. 9. We could have had Depp and Ryder as the stars of Titanic. Back in '95, when James Cameron was casting for his mega ship movie, he auditioned Winona Ryder for the role of Rose, which was eventually played by the then 19-year-old up-and-coming actress Kate Winslet. However, it was the part of Jack Dawson that Cameron was eager to cast, as he knew the movie rested on these 2 actors to make the movie what it is, and to have the romance work. Cameron turned to Johnny Depp and asked him to be Jack. In 2001, on a phone interview with Howard Stern, Depp revealed that I laboured through the first few pages of the script, but I couldn't get into it. The role was then filled by What's Eating Gilbert Grape co-star Leonardo DiCaprio, and he would go on to an amazing career. He once led a primary school mutiny. We all know and love the stories of Johnny Depp dressing in his iconic Jack Sparrow outfit, visiting children's hospitals to the surprise and glee of the children. But in 2010, while filming the fourth Pirates movie On Stranger Tides in London, he visited a primary school. 9-year-old Beatrice wrote a plea letter to Depp. We are a bunch of budding young pirates, and we are having a bit of trouble mutinying against the teachers, and would love if you could come and help. From Beatrice, age 9, a budding pirate. P.S. We have plentiful supply of rum. Depp being Depp, he rang the school. He advised them that he would be arriving in 10 minutes. The headmaster quickly called for an assembly, and moments later Captain Jack walked into the hall. Depp called Beatrice to the front and gave her a hug, but sadly dashed all dreams of rebellion. Maybe we shouldn't mutiny today, because there are police outside monitoring me. 7. He enjoyed working on Once Upon a Time in Mexico that he asked for more screen time. Once Upon a Time in Mexico is the finale in Robert Rodriguez's mariachi trilogy. Depp plays Sheldon Sands, a CIA operative who was out to hire the El Mariachi to take out the Mexican general. Depp enjoyed working on the film so much, he asked Rodriguez if he can expand his role for Sands, which the director was more than happy to do. In a 2003 article with Rolling Stone, Depp discussed the role and how he came about the character's trait. The idea behind him is there was this guy I used to know in Hollywood, in the business, who on the outside was very charming, soft-spoken, and almost hypnotic in the rhythm he used to speak. He refused to call me Johnny, always John. You knew this guy was aiming to mess you over, but somehow you stuck around because he was just so fascinating to watch. 6. Depp based his role of Willy Wonka on a former US president. We all know the story of how Jack Sparrow came to be, with Depp taking influences from Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones and Pepe Le Pew to the strange mannerisms that Depp encountered in his life. But did you know he based his version of Willy Wonka on former President George W. Bush? Speaking on the Ellen Talk Show in 2012, Johnny Depp had this to say. Certain ingredients you add to these characters, Willy Wonka for example, I imagined what George Bush would be like incredibly stoned, and thus my version of Willy Wonka was born. Hearing that, I now envision George Bush as Wonka every time I watch it. 5. Jack Sparrow helped him from being robbed. Back in 2010, after recording with Baby Bird frontman Stephen Jones at an LA recording studio, a mugger holding a broken beer bottle tried to rob Jones and Depp. According to a pal, this guy looked completely off his head. He had a broken bottle in his hand and he wanted some cash, but Johnny immediately stepped in. Now this is when the story gets even more bizarre for the pair, as Depp told the mugger to calm down. The mugger then looked at Johnny and said, I ain't stealing from Captain Jack, and put the bottle down. It was here then that Depp actually gave the mugger money from his own pocket. It seems that being known for a swashbuckling pirate can help you from being robbed. 4. James Whitey Bulger refused to meet him. Over the many years of being an actor, Depp has become friends with counterculture and other figures outside the Hollywood circle. In 2014, when Depp was starting production on Black Mass, he wanted to meet the real James Bulger, so he could get his mannerisms and how he was around certain people, but each time Depp requested to meet, the real Whitey turned him down. Depp had watched and studied surveillance and police audio footage to get the mannerisms down, but in the end, it ultimately turned to Depp holding meetings with Jay Carney, Bulger's actual lawyer, who offered feedback on set to Depp while filming. It was here that Carney actually said it was like watching Bulger in real life. 3. He was officially inducted into the Comanche Nation. When Depp was 17, he got his first taste for the ink, the first of 37 tattoos, which was a Cherokee Indian chief on his right bicep. I started getting tattoos when they were very sort of verboten in Hollywood, 83, 84, around that time. I was 17 when I got the first one to honour my Indian heritage. In 2012, he was formally inducted into the Comanche Nation with the name Ma-Wu-Mei, which means shapeshifter. LaDonna Harris, president and founder of Americans for Indian Opportunity, had this to say about Depp becoming a member of her family. I had read about him and his Native American heritage, so I said to my children, around Mother's Day, why don't we adopt him? He was adopted into my family. The Comanche Nation chairman then recognised that adoption, which made him an honorary member of the Comanche Nation tribe. 2. One of the highest paid actors ever. Back when he was filming 21 Jump Street, he was earning $45,000 per episode as the lead, which was and still is a huge sum of money for a TV star. But when he made the move to movies mid-90s, he was getting $5 million per role. It wasn't until Pirates of the Caribbean that his money started skyrocketing. The first time he played Captain Jack Sparrow, he was paid $10 million, double what he was getting for movies in the 90s. This was with no back-end deals, no cut of the box office or merchandise. Disney didn't even know if the movie was going to be a bust or success. 3 years after the release of The Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest and At World's End were here. Depp would see $60 million enter his bank account when Dead Man's Chest was released, with a further $55 million coming at the end from World's End. As this trilogy came to an end, Disney wanted to keep going, but Depp was now one of the biggest and also the highest paid actor of the time. He had films booked for the next 5 years. These films would see him do a host of different roles. He joined Tim Burton a further 2 times and also been nominated for the Best Actor Oscar for Sweeney Todd. He would also make $40 million from his appearance in the Disney live-action remake Alice in Wonderland, where he played the Mad Hatter. Captain Jack swung back into action in 2011, earning Depp a staggering $55 million for On Stranger Tides. In total, Depp has earned $300 million from the Pirates series alone. 1. He was nearly fired from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's hard to imagine anyone else but Johnny Depp playing the swashbuckling captain of the Black Pearl, but it very nearly happened that we had a different Jack Sparrow. Then Disney CEO Michael Eisner was so confused with what Depp was doing with the character that he went on a bender. Talking with E! News Network, Johnny Depp said, "Yeah, they wanted to fire me. It trickled back to me that Michael Eisner went on some sort of vent about how Johnny Depp's ruining the film. Is he drunk? Is he gay? So I fully expected to be fired." Depp even leaned into the criticism, telling the executives that all his characters were gay. After the film became a runaway juggernaut, Eisner and the other executives were happy with Depp's performance, even getting behind the Oscar push for the actor. On the exec saying these things about his character, Depp went on to say, "If the studio isn't worried, then I'm not doing my job properly." There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you ever so much for watching this 13 facts you may or may not have known about Johnny Depp. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.